How many of you believe that this law is actually killing babies?
I do.
5 foster moms from Western Washington who all have a history of caring for babies born addicted to fentanyl came to King 5 with a message.
There's a big difference between reunification and safe reunification.
And right now, are babies and toddlers safe?
No.
A law aimed at keeping kids out of foster care and with parents is failing.
Do you think this is the biggest safety crisis for children in the system?
I do.
This is House Bill 1227.
In 2021, a state law was passed that makes it easier for parents involved with CPS to keep custody of their children. Representative Lillian Ortiz-Self of Mukilteo spelled out on her website why she sponsored the bill.
It's time that we start looking at the damage and the harm that we're doing, the irrevocable damage and harm that happens when we remove a child from their family.
Prior to the new law, children could be removed from parents and put into foster care when there was evidence of physical harm from abuse or neglect. The new Keeping Families Together Act goes a step further. To remove a child, there must be evidence of imminent physical harm and substance abuse. Even when babies are born affected by highly toxic fentanyl, it isn't enough to take a child away.
We're just setting everyone up for failure and loss and heartbreak.
I'll be honest, I'm angry. I'm angry that anybody thinks it would be okay to hand over a young child to somebody under the influence of a drug that we have all recognized as lethal.
Since the bill passed, the number of children going into foster care has plummeted. Since 2021, down 28%. But look at what happened as more kids were reunified with their families. Deaths and near deaths of children went up by 114%. State records show fentanyl was a major contributor to the increase, with the majority of victims babies and toddlers.
The exact system that was designed to protect these children is traumatizing them further.
And killing them.
And putting them at great risk, yeah.
So how could a baby possibly overdose on fentanyl? They're ingesting it. Police are finding that babies are picking up the pills that look like Skittles and putting them in their mouths. They're also getting their hands on foil or the straws that are used to smoke the fentanyl. And it doesn't take much. The equivalent to a couple grains of salt is enough to kill someone.
It's a reality that we face every day with every child, and it's heartbreaking. It rips at your soul.
It's really scary. Like when I know that the parents are in active use and, kids are going there.
This is one of the victims. 3-year-old Prince of Tacoma was in foster care since he was a baby. Last year, CPS reunified him with his mother. 6 months later, he was dead. His mother is accused of torturing Prince and beating him to death.
It's heartbreaking when you see over and over again that you can't get these kids and their parents back together safely, and how broken that is.
Even the lawmakers realized the Keeping Families Together Act may have gone too far.
This is a unique threat that we've never experienced before.
After hearing about the increase in child deaths, a Senate committee held a public meeting to see what they could do about it. A pediatrician from Olympia said the law needs to be changed.
These toddlers are showing up in our emergency rooms unresponsive, needing full life support, and we don't know why until we figure out that it's fentanyl. These children are dying.
This is about the children of Washington being protected from adults who are not protecting them.
A month after that hearing, lawmakers were emotional on the House floor, debating whether or not to change the law.
If your child was in a burning building, would you wait until the flames devoured it?
There's days when you can't presume there's good parents. And when these kids are dying of fentanyl, we've got to step in.
How many more children have to die?
We need to change this. You and I need to change this.
After all that, lawmakers did change the law. Now fentanyl must be considered something that puts a child in immediate harm's way. But these foster moms say in practice, it's not enough.
So if nothing happens with this law, what is going to happen?
Kids are going to keep dying, and we're going to see more and more kids die.